So I got to record in my car today because I am, out and about and yeah. Anyway, I want to explore bringing all of your focus and awareness back to yourself. The reason why I want to explore this is because we have been in an era for quite a while now, and we're even further moving into this era of self-awareness, of taking your power back. That's what this is really about, taking your power back, having you know, the ability to be self-aware and recognize, what it is that you've actually been blinded from for so long. Um, a lot of people, as a result of many different things, I would argue, especially childhood trauma, have had their power taken away from them. They have felt paralyzed. They've felt powerless. They've felt like they don't have many of the abilities that they actually do have. And it's just so interesting to look at this and like recognize where we're going. We're going into an era where a lot of things are going to shift. They already have started shifting and they're going to continue to further shift. And what we're going to see is people, instead of tuning their energies into things that have never actually been beneficial for them, taking all of their energy back. We're going to see people stopping tuning into the news so much, right? And tuning more so into themselves, especially in the mornings. Why is it so important to do this in the morning? Because this is when your subconscious is most conditioned, right? This like the most suggestible. This is when you have the power to really sincerely mold your subconscious, and your subconscious is responsible for a far majority of what it is that you think, feel, and do, and then experience throughout the entire day. Um, yeah, first thing in the morning, what's necessary is silence. And a lot of people are going to start realizing this. A lot of people have been conditioned by and brought up by, chaos and unpredictability, the hormones of stress, right? Adrenaline and cortisol. And the interesting thing here is that, and I'm experiencing this in my own life. I was actually conditioned by the hormones of stress, right? So if there are situations in my life that are not stressful, um, I have in the past looked at them and been like, there's something wrong here, right? Something is not right. And it's interesting to have that type of conditioning happen. But when you can actually bring all of your awareness back on yourself and like recognize like, okay, so this is about peace. This is about presence. It's not about chaos. It's not about unpredictability and, looking for drama and gossip and stuff. Everything that we see in the news, of course, remember that, right? Um, Drama and gossip, talking about all these different things, completely irrelevant to a person's life. People being so tuned into things that they don't need to be tuned into. It's very interesting when you look at it. Um, so what we're going to continue to see moving forward is that taking your power back, that taking your focus and awareness back on yourself and creating what it is that you actually need to create for yourself. Um, the amount of things that I have seen myself pulling my energy away from, things that I am very used to putting my energy into, but also am taking my energy away from because I recognize that I just don't need to put it there. And, you know, initially it was a challenge because it's kind of like it's strange because you like I said before, when you're raised with it, you get very used to it. It becomes hardwired in your system, in your program, and getting away from that is very challenging, especially when it comes to familiarity, right? We seek based on what it is that's familiar to us. So if what's familiar to us is chaos and unpredictability, the hormones of stress, adrenaline and cortisol, we're going to continue to seek based on that. However, if we do the work, if we actually introspect and look at ourselves and recognize, oh, okay, so this is just a pattern from childhood. So really, what I'm doing here is just repetition compulsion. I'm just trying to recreate what was traumatic to me in childhood, and that's all that's going on here. And having your awareness there is absolutely crucial because when you have your awareness there, it lets you know what you actually need. And what you actually need is not the stress, not the chaos, not the unpredictability. It's to bring all of your awareness back on yourself and to be putting yourself first and creating for yourself. And that's what we're going to start to continue seeing moving forward. Everyone is going to start. I wouldn't say everyone maybe, but a lot of people are going to start bringing their awareness back on themselves and recognizing that everything, well, maybe not everything, but a far majority of what it is that they've been doing and experiencing, thinking and feeling is all rooted in childhood.